Okay, I got a guy on a homemade three-wheel motorcycle. Eastbound on front from Gaultier, running stop signs. The two wheels are in front, and the third wheel is in the back. It's coming up on front right now. I wasn't able to get a place.
Squad 279.
279.
Clear start assisted with Central. Assuming that AWI.
1512.
No one sees a female laying down. I spoke with medics and canceled them. You can clear this GOA.
Copy, 1512.
264, I'm 23.
I'm going to read off the plate for you here real quick. 94720 Mike Juliet. 94720 Mike Juliet. I'll be out of that running for the market. It's clear.
Squad 157.
I'm going to do a traffic stop on him here, northbound, just past Cook.
56.
Alright, I'm right here.
For your AWI, it's going to be unknown injuries. Comp was uncooperative.
157, copy.
1513.
Just pulling over.
265, we're 44 from medics. Adult male, conscious and breathing. He has a broken arm.
Copy, adult male conscious and breathing with a broken arm at 1513.
257 attached to septic.
Sorry, 257, go again.
Attached to septic 028 403 26.
Copy.
Hey, welcome back, backseaters. It is 3:15 or so here. And what is the date? You lose track of the date. July 17th. July 7th. We're coming up on the anniversary of the moon landing, I think. Sometime this month. I don't know if it took off on July 20th or landed, but quite the accomplishment. Hang on one second. I gotta take this call. Yes, sir.
Fired to my location to assist.
Hang on.
All done.
Hang on. There you go. Sorry, I'm on live. So go ahead.
Squad 537.
537.
Could you please put myself and 539 out on a COE at City Hall? Can you put myself and 531
Perfect.
on admin detail using 41 Robert?
Perfect.
257, can you have the second plate?
257.
Okay.
030607.
Perfect. Couldn't be better. Thank you.
Copy.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thanks. Bye. Sorry about that. That was regarding a court case that we got going on with one of our suspects. Turns out that sometimes the friends of our suspects threaten the witnesses or intimidate them or try to get them to, well, whatever it is, recant. And obviously our justice system can't allow that. It's not quite as bad as bribing a juror with $120,000 that happened across the river in Minneapolis. But this intimidation of witnesses is a bad thing for the justice system as well. So welcome back to Live on Patrol. It's Wednesday. Pat is out in his own car, and we're going to take you for a little ride along this afternoon because it's kind of nice to be out in the daylight sometimes. That's our state capitol, which we've shown you in the past, but we haven't been up here for a while. I do have all the radios going. I'm alone right now, and Pat's out here. A number of members of the CAT team are out here. And there's a couple of accidents with injuries. There's a hit and run over there on Dale and 94. Another accident at Minnehaha and Syndicate. We're going to go downtown. There was a report of a large fight down at the downtown bus station there. Apparently they stopped fighting, but they were fighting down there. This is our Capitol Mall, which is a beautiful place.
8297 Wilkes-Barre.
So next week, of course, on Wednesday, July 24th, is the anniversary of 4-year anniversary of Live on Patrol. We're probably not going to do a big event. We'll probably save the event for the 5-year anniversary next year.
Robert, Tango 847, 2 people drinking, 1 in the passenger and 1 in the back. It returns to a Ram 1500 pickup at 1518.
But we are going to do a special Live on Patrol, probably an extended one on Wednesday starting about noon. And if there is a chance we're going to stop to eat for dinner or lunch, we'll let you know where that is, in case anybody wants to stop by and join us. But thank you, Backseaters, for 5 years of, or pardon me, 4 years of support. We couldn't have done it without you and your donations of gift cards and clothing and everything to help the homeless and help us reach out to kids. It's an exciting landmark. 4 years. I can't even believe the 4 years have gone by that fast. But they have. I don't feel older, but I think maybe I look older. I don't know. I don't feel older. I was at a house with a bunch of kids that I've worked with for the number of years, and one of them walked down the stairwell from the second floor. I was standing by the first floor. 10-year-old kid, nice kid, friendly kid. He walks up behind me and he grabs me and says, "Hey, Bob, I just came down the steps, and you know what? You're going bald." It's very kind of him to let me know I had a thinning spot on the top of my head.
157.
Well, I think I always have
157.
I can't see it myself, so you don't really know.
The medical dispatch is still on the phone with one of the involved patients who's still requesting medics to continue.
157, copy.
1520.
So we are downtown on Cedar Street, where our outreach team works at 345 Cedar. But also the Tria Rinks on our right, formerly Macy's, and on our left, the Doubletree.
5512, code 4.
We do have our share of homeless downtown, but it's a very crime-free community down here. Very proud of the fact that the crime rates in downtown Minneapolis have really dropped and remained relatively low compared to other major urban centers. So send us some comments if there's some places you'd like us to swing by for on next Wednesday. Obviously, we can't stop and hang too long, but we're not opposed to swinging by and giving a few honks and waves out. It's 76 degrees. It's one of those days in Minnesota that might be described as beauteous. I like it a little hotter. I'd rather be in the 80s, low 80s, low humidity in the 80s. So I don't see any evidence of any fight down here, but anybody fighting down here? No fighting? I didn't know Michael Jordan played for the Cardinals. Have a good one. He's got a Cardinals jersey there with number 23. A lot of construction work down here. Surprised how much they got done during the winter. A little bit of a shocker. Do that much work in these cold streets. So if you're watching, you haven't shared this with your friends, if you don't mind letting them know that we're live. See what happens here in the next couple hours. See if we have Pat jump in. Pat's been working all day, by the way. But back to that case, yeah, we had some deputies over letting people know that if you're going to intimidate witnesses in a case or threaten people online, in person, we're going to monitor and hold you accountable. There's some departments that don't have the resources to do that, and we're limited as well, but this CAT team is really good at staying on top of their cases and making sure the witnesses aren't intimidated. It's the Coney Island right there ahead of us. If you haven't been down to the Coney Island to
691.
get yourself one of those Coney Islands, you really got to try to do that.
Can you put my current call back in pending and then assign me to my previous on University and Western, and then assign 691?
That place has been there forever. Isn't it beautiful out here? It's gorgeous. I don't know who went back and watched. You know, most of the early live on patrols are not on this Facebook page, and they were not YouTube either. You have to go back to my personal page and then scroll back to July of.
Fellows in Hazelwood, 7 or 8 juveniles walked around, full had pistols in their hands. Teens 15 to 18 years old had masks on.
Okay.
Yeah, copy. I was just looking at that. I'm just west of that. Copy. Isn't that way?
358, 354.
What's the cross there, Thomas?
Fellows Lane in Hazelwood, last seen heading south on Suppornik, it says, from Fellows Lane on foot.
In the public housing area, there are 7 to 8 juveniles walking that have 4 pistols in their hands. They're 15 to 18 year olds, some have masks on. They're heading south on Suppornik from Fellows on foot.
Well then.
So it looks like they're walking into that ground floor at the top of somewhere. South of Fellows.
What are you doing? 308.
55 and myself will be 8 couple.
So you heard that call. We're gonna head over there to the side. Tell you more when we get there.
Did you copy the weapon call? Copy. It's a group of teens, 7 to 8. They're supposed to have pistols on them. They're around 15 to 18 years old. They're walking southbound Sapornik from Fellows on foot.
Well, by now, backseaters have heard the call. Been broadcast twice. A lot of different ways to get there from here. You got to think about where most of the traffic is.
And info to spots on the weapon calls. They're all African American males. One had a jacket with white and green stars. All the other were wearing black. Unable to describe which ones actually had the firearms, other than one of them was huskier than the others.
Okay, then.
39, 32, 39,
358 copy.
32.
Squad 510 copy.
39, 12.
Park POC more of a welfare check. 2210 7th Avenue, Unit 205. A patient walked out of Woodwind with an IV still in their arm.
Well, there's a call. Patient walked out of Woodwinds with an IV in her arm still. Some people just hate hospitals.
Alright, I'm gonna head south on Hazelwood. 36 anyone.
239.
Kids with guns.
Alright, the first pass by, I didn't see anyone. That description. There was a fair amount of people outside.
Squad 510.
510.
510, if the East cars get there for me, the kids that usually like to hang out in front of 1188 Sapornik, directly across from there. Maybe check that area over there.
Worker cutting trees in that area, so.
Copy. Kids are not an 88 the corner.
Unknown what direction they're headed.
Dan, I don't know if you heard it, but the housing car says 1188 is Sapornik is a hotspot.
I did miss that, thank you.
Can we get medics to our location? Male is unconscious breathing.
Copy. Unconscious breathing, are they cleared in?
Code 4. He's under arrest.
Copy, code 4, 53.
Pull over. You know, generally speaking, pulling over to the right is the preferred technique. On a divided highway, I think pulling over to the left is considered acceptable, but on a regular road, pull over to the right.
344, can we see if CCTV can see anything up there?
Checking channel 3 for anyone from CCTV monitoring.
Alright, so we're here. This is going to be the Roosevelt Homes area.
Yeah, you didn't see anybody at this time. But we also cannot see past numerous trees in the way.
So we are going to slide down Hazelwood, but
2265, I'll start for the 911.
Copy. CCTV not seeing anyone at this time past all the trees that are in the way.
Copy.
354, see a couple squads are out that fellows already. I'm gonna go to the south on Ames.
Copy to the south on Ames.
So we're turning in here because Sapornik is down here at the end of the block.
Hazelwood from Magnolia. Negative results.
So
Copy north on Hazelwood from Magnolia,
going?
negative results.
Squad 5 to control in the area.
Copy.
So this is the house. This is the apartment that the
Squad's right here. I might look to the east.
squad that was
Just want to find
working in the
another
housing
couple.
unit said this building here
Negative.
there's
He's with the tree trimming service.
4 units here that these kids hang out at. Probably where they came out of one of these. I don't know which A, B, C, or D he was referring to, but if this is a problem spot and witnesses saw them walking south from Sapornik and Hazelwood, Bellows, so basically this is the area they would be in. But of course they're smart enough to know when they see squads to split up into smaller groups. You saw that group of 2 that looked a little suspicious, but without a good description. Tough to make any discernible judgments here.
510.
510.
According to the comm, the kids were last seen eastbound on Fellow from Hazelwood. And the comm said that look for the guy in a bright yellow shirt.
Bright yellow shirt.
Copy. Kids are last seen eastbound on Fellows. Look for a male in a bright yellow shirt.
Well, did you guys see anything? Group of kids with guns? Nothing? Alright, thanks, Ruth. Thank you.
And 510 did mention that they weren't pointing the gun at anyone, just had it in their hand.
Copy. And info to squads there from 777. 15-20 hours, there was a large group that was on the south side of Maryland, east of Hazelwood. Parties all walked southbound in the parking lot area to the complex.
So we'll go down here and scroll through the neighborhood. Obviously they could have just popped into an apartment complex. Or they could have popped east and gone up that hill there. We've lost people into those trees east of us here. Couldn't really have gone west very far. Sue, CAT team member. Back here where sometimes they disappear on us. Then they can walk up that hill into the neighborhoods just east of us, which we'll check next. Of course, this is a little daycare with tons of kids. Hate to have the guns show up in this area. But above the hill there is the neighborhood. You can see these trees here. For that matter, they could even be hiding in the trees. somebody in Crosswell, which there wasn't. Doesn't get any cuter than that, does it? Little kids giving high fives through the fence at the daycare. To me, that's what this job's all about, making sure those kids have a safe life. It's not as cute as it gets. A lot of squads out here looking for these young men with guns. We're gonna turn up Kingsford here.
Yeah, the TV, please. Copy.
Or if they did walk east through the woods when they left, they could have popped out up here. Thank you. Oh, he doesn't have his flashers on, but we are going to assume. I should have. Neighbor out working on his corner sod. People that take care of their boulevards are got a special place in heaven for that. How's it going? Good to see you. You didn't see any kids run by, did you?
No, we're listening on
Listen.
live right now.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good backseater there, just listening, and that's what we need. People go outside and take a look around in case the kids pop up here in the neighborhood. Thank you. Thank you. This is Kennard here. Remember the daycare we were down looking at below? Well, we got some serious cat team presence out here, huh? Yeah, that's good. No, I'm done. I think I'm telling the backseaters out here that I'm live now, you know. Yeah, we're live. We got Sergeant Siegelstrom here with us. We're all thinking alike. Who's that? Is that Dan behind you? You got rid of the Charger? Good, good. Who's got the Charger now? Back up.
2265.
Looks good on him.
422 towards the gate. We're hit and run.
I'm in the area.
Looks good on you, Dan.
It was an accident. There's multiple. Copy.
Anyhow, we are down right here below the hill where we just were is that daycare down below the hill to our left. And of course this is a little path. Or if I had to predict, this goes actually to a yard. But oops. What was that? And yeah, right below me is the daycare to the left, and right to the right here is the guy's yard. But through the trees there is the housing area. And nothing would surprise me in terms of kids hiding out in there. They always have their own little getaway fort. Kind of see the opening there. Something came in my car. I think a bird hit it or something. The bird's trying to be a backseater, guys. The bird.
7001, I'll be clear assist.
I think he hit my window.
Take me up the board, thanks to the state and county for this.
You ever have that happen at your house, you know, where your window in your living room, all of a sudden a bird flies into it? Thump. Scares the bejesus out of my wife, but it was worse at our old house. They used to die hitting our window. I don't know why they would do that. Just bloop. plump right into our front window. We still get it. It still happens
Well, boys,
occasionally.
should we head out of here then?
Yeah, I'm coming up pretty dry.
Well, I guarantee you those kids won't stay inside long. Because they can't stand not to be out and about. Next, they'll show up at Hazelwood in Maryland at the store. Squad just went down the dead end there on Rose.
287.
Another place that backs up to the trees.
You can send me the DLC on Spring Street. I can advise the area check.
Copy, it's going to be Spring Street at Marzatelli for a disorderly. Caller was walking away from a male, last seen wearing white sweatshirt, black pants, following him. 53.
It's quite the car there.
2263 Tango.
Durango SRT with racing stripes.
Go ahead.
I want racing stripes on my Durango.
You change it to the 328 clear GOA with East 510 County.
Just kidding, of course.
Copy.
What do you think? What color racing stripes would look good on a Durango? Maybe red. Red and gray is a nice color combination.
275 Tango.
Third reporter, you can send me the no Tango from Westminster. 279
Copy.
We got going on.
Squad 375 Tango, could you make sure 308 knows about the last comment?
308.
I'll be right in Minneapolis. The regions.
Copy.
307, go ahead.
We have a 911 hang up and pending 1145 Westminster, apartment 204, 375 Tango and 379 are en route to it. On one of the callbacks, someone that answered said that her brother has a gun and 2 other females may be involved, but they all may have left as well. Caller sounded confused.
Copy.
Well, we will run over there. We had some business with that address before. Hopefully the caller is confused and there aren't people there with guns. Our Suni Lee will be departing soon for the Olympics in Paris. We wish her the very best. 4 years ago, the all-around gold medal winner. Of course, Simone Biles is back this year, and Simone finished first in the Olympic trials. And Simone finished first, and then Suni finished second. There you go, young man. God bless you.
279, can you do the case number?
279, case number is 130864. 130864.
I saw a guy last night. We were working last night, and until about 2. And at 1:30 in the morning, Snelling and
Copy.
Snelling and 94. There's a
375 Tango, you can cancel it 379 for now.
379, you're clear.
man in a wheelchair. I don't know why that car waited so long.
Copy, clear.
2 is just 65 Tango, checking on an aggressive panhandler at White Bear.
Anyhow, man in a wheelchair with missing one leg. Out trying to raise some cash. And I talked to him for a while, of course. I just, I mean, obviously, a lot of people out there in need. And every time you see someone, you should give thanks for what God has given you. But, it's just, sometimes when you work the streets late at night all the time, it's just really hard seeing all those in need. So I hope I win the lottery. Can maybe do something about our local population. Westbound on Maryland, coming up on Forest. I do get a little lull sometimes in crime during rush hour. Couple reasons. Criminals don't like driving in the heavy traffic either. The loneliness of the left turn signal. There is some truth to some of you backseaters thinking we get in more pursuits when we're not live. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Some of that is a function of the criminals not wanting to be out here when we're out here. Last night we had a box in. We had a stolen. Oh, it was a cops alert. It fled from the state troopers before. We happened to be. Actually, we happened to be recovering another stolen from Roseville up in Maplewood. And instead of recovering it, we put a tracker on it, and then all of a sudden, go ahead. Go ahead. No, after you now. Go ahead. Hi. You're kind of pulling out there a little early last time, huh?
I was stopped and then I was going to pull out, but then I seen you out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere?
Because the other
stolen
car was coming
F-150
through
Maroon.
that safety car that
It's gonna
turned.
be
Yeah?
Kind of blocked my view.
Blocked your view?
Yeah.
Alright, that makes sense.
And then I was just
We're
getting my
past
chow
the training
mein, trying to
unit
go
here.
home to eat. And then I was like, I'm not trying to rush.
Tell me the truth.
Yankee
Tell me the
709.
truth. Were you eating an egg roll?
No, I don't eat the egg rolls there. I just get the chicken chow mein.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you
Thank
too. Sorry
you.
about
That's
that.
alright. Sometimes that does happen where your view is blocked. So you pull out a little further because you can't see.
Arcade and Tedesco, St. Paul and LPR, that's on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just ran full my side. I don't have eyes on it anymore. Anyone over there just has an idea where it might be going.
Copy all of it.
What's the plate?
Papa Alpha Yankee 07.
Even Tedesco, maybe doesn't cross Arcade.
Yeah, 709.
Arcade.
Let's just get the plate description out.
Sorry, I missed the plate. It's an older Ford F-150 maroon.
Copy that.
220 cover.
Oh, someone go on the main and get it.
2725.
2725.
Yeah, that's full information again. We'll play these teams from both.
LPR hit on a maroon F-150. Papa Alpha Yankee 0709. Last seen on Tedesco.
Receive, please. It's Bob Alpha Yankee 709. Looks like it goes eastbound on Minnehaha towards Arcade.
Copy Papa Alpha Yankee 709. It's coming back to a stolen vehicle.
Papa Alpha Yankee 7.
1997 maroon Ford F-150.
Should stay where I was.
Eastbound on Tedesco.
Eastbound Minnehaha towards Arcade. Last scene.
Copy, thank you.
Oh, we're looking for a Ford F-150 maroon. There's a lot of cars out here today on Arcade. That way to honk. Well, Minnehaha's got so much construction. Almost have to go up West 7th Street. And then either turn up Forest or continue east 7th. Someone's going to spot that car. We're going to go back east. What the heck, people? I'm sure that light is red. So keep your eye out for that Ford 150. Not to say we couldn't have already passed it. Alright, Case and Forest. We're going to check out Case and Burr.
287. I'm up. Copy. 55.
Or pardon me, Case and Earl, what I meant to say.
6-3.
Triple I located road to be stashed up the signal. If the composition of the necessary.
Code 4, you can cancel medics. Copy, cancel medics. 56.
Clear, thank you.
Duluth Playground over here on the east side.
Tango.
875 Tango.
Clear as NAR with unit 379. You can send us both to the message on Magnolia.
Copy. For the domestic 1846 Magnolia Permit 101.
Checking all
Caller
these-
says he came home and the wife started hitting and biting him at 1557.
Checking all these side streets here.
Copy.
Just a couple go by here.
10. Please advise with 279. See you.
531.
531.
Here from the detail. Any items to be taken care of?
That's 46 4th Street on the cell. Caller, a significant time delay. Caller was waiting
I
for
have a little saying over here.
The caller doesn't get out. Subject made the caller and charged the caller over an hour ago. Is refusing to go.
All roads on the east side lead to the BP at White Bear, Maryland.
531 copy. What apartment number?
And that's because sooner or later,
They will be waiting
criminals
outside
end up
of the
there.
building. The entrance.
I mean, it's a quality gas station, but it's open all night.
Thank you. 5059.
It's a convenient location.
Did they say there was a top around there or anything? Disregard their minds. Yeah, I don't see one. It looks like a single cap. It's got tan on the bottom.
Carrying her crutches with her on her motorcycle.
He just identified you 112.
Accent on the bottom. Running across pretty much the length of it. There you go.
We're going to head toward White Bear, Maryland. Wait for it to show itself. Not too warm. I think there is another baby boom starting though. I see a lot of strollers out lately. I don't really keep track of that kind of stuff, but
5281 Tango.
5281 Tango.
Full car getting 527.
Like they might have a little black toolbox in that too.
yeah, I was trying to say earlier that last night we were able to walk in a car that had a cops alert on it. Happened to be that we were recovering a stolen up in Maplewood, and the Roseville car spotted this cops alert car and was coming east on 36 and turned south on 35. So we happened to all be right there at 35 in Roselawn. So we jumped in with Roseville, and then Odie, Joe Odegaard, Fabio Joe, was able to get in front of him. And as he tried to get on 52, the group of us boxed him in. He clearly wasn't going to stop because he kept trying to maneuver around Odie. But Odie was not to be maneuvered around.
5384.
Last night, Odie's favorite sandwich at Mavericks is the Big Nasty. Now, I don't really know what's in the Big Nasty, but you can look at it on the board. It's probably their menus online. The Big Nasty. It's got lots of meat, onions, mushrooms, all that stuff. But, so last night we nicknamed him the Big Nasty. I mean, Fabio Joe's a lot better, I think, kinder, nicer. But so basically, he has nasty hat on, and he got in front of the car and blocked it from fleeing. My video of all of us boxing him in is actually on the Crime Watch page. I don't think you can see it too well, but there's about 4 or 5 of us there.
Yeah.
It's good when you get a group like that to box somebody in. It doesn't get any better than that. A lot of cars now are having trackers, so the earlier car we were able to track with the business companies tracking was.
Hey, Chad, I see you right over by there. You know where McCarthy's dad shop is down there on Bush, East Main? Might be worth checking.
Yeah, I'll swing through there. I was right here, kind of right on top of it when they called it out. I never saw it because I'm east of me, so maybe I was a little behind it, but yeah, I'll roll through that Bush address quick.
BP gas.
And I was coming down Arcade when they called it. Didn't see it coming north. And I was right on Phelan Drive at Johnson when it came out. It never came down on Phelan.
New movie out this week, huh? Twisters. I really enjoyed the first
Yeah,
original.
where you guys may have the stolen U-Haul a couple weeks back. We just have to check it. 32, show me clear.
That was on Rini.
Copy 1504.
Remember the block or cross street?
Yeah, I want to say like 1467 or something like that. I'm going to check by 1052 Ross too.
So you're the CAT team checking all previous
Second hole was related to.
locations that stolens have been recovered. Checked all the main streets when left.
Course 466 negative. Any enemy to COE.
Copy. See caller.
Hey, if there's no one working in Intel or Emmerich, Thomas, can you make sure that plate gets put on the main thread? Oh, in that disregard, it looks like it's already there. My mistake. Well, we ought to be able to spot that. Got a little decorative color on the bottom, too.
This is Julie with 536. Is there any other ones?
Confirm 550 Sibley, apartment 210 at Charles Loss on a civil. Body assistance to remove the brother from the apartment.
157.
This is copy. Will you show me other phone 14 meeting comments in relation?
526.
You know, for our 4-year anniversary, send us in the comments addresses that you'd like us to swing by and say hi. Like I said, we won't be able to stay long in each one, but we'd love to swing by if you're local. Thank you for great 4 years. Amazing. Speaking of suicidal, obviously there's been a ton of increasing attempted suicides. Yesterday, some guy jumped off the 35E bridge at Arlington. I don't know if he survived, to be honest with you. I'm assuming that's a Chevy. Well, it might be a Ford. Well, you mentioned it. Whoever that pickup is in front of me. Oh, he's definitely driving fast, but I think it is not a Ford. Jesus Christ. Well, it's not our stolen, but I got one south on Duluth. Just from Rainey. That's obviously a Ford driver. Maroon pickup. It's a Chevy, though.
Coming south on Frank right now from south.
Yeah, he's eastbound on Beach. Past Atlantic. I don't know if he's going to pull over or not. Yeah, 1264 Beach, if you're in the neighborhood, boys. take him. Take a. I can't spell the word. We're good here. No, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, well.
Yes.
Just an advised here, but construction worker that needed to get to the bathroom.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. Thanks. If we believe people, if we believe that excuse, we do give breaks. Now, you might ask, why did he go right, left, and all that, which of course I had that conversation with him at the window. But there's so much construction down there off of Minnehaha that you can't actually go straight through sometimes, so you have to weave around. So it was legit. It was a legit reason. I'm not saying it's a legal excuse. No, of course not, for driving fast and on side streets, but he was very apologetic. And you see we got a lot of CAT members out there backing up the sheriff, which is always good. When we do find the maroon Ford 150, there'll be plenty of us there. Or as the criminals say, you guys are running deep. We have noticed, I will tell you that there was a robbery. A couple of our suspects in St. Paul were involved in a robbery in West St. Paul. I don't know if it's a result of our work or just a result of movement, but there is more crime popping out in the suburbs. Definitely more crime popping out in the suburbs. And West St. Paul, Maplewood, Roseville, the first ring suburbs. First ring suburbs are probably the most impacted. But we've seen it in White Bear, Vadnais Heights, as well.
189 Tango.
So,
the DOC senior combat 755 Sherburne Avenue. She wants to report a road rage incident from earlier, 1650.
So that's a new trend that, in part a consequence of urban growth. In some cases, we know the element here decided to spend more. But everyone has to squeeze the balloon in order to really reduce crime overall. We're going to post the crime stakes months here pretty soon. First 6 months, St. Paul, Minneapolis.
My call to tag and log me out from the
per capita.
Thank you.
Volkswagen Bug. Don't see those much anymore. Last week, arrest the killer of Blooming. Now, of course, the family has to live through a trial and all the memories of how he was killed. Never any fun.
375 Tango. Copy 103.
How come you didn't wave? How come you didn't wave? You're tired? Tip, I'm live right now, so you don't have to say anything, but I'm really happy that you caught the guy.
One of them.
One of them, yeah, killed your son.
Yes, and he ain't the one.
Well,
he was just there. I hope he telling the other guy.
They know who the other one is, though, so
okay.
they'll get him. They'll get him.
Yeah, that was the happy news.
That was good news. That
yes, we went to court for that the other day.
You did, for his arraignment?
Yes.
You saw him?
Yes.
Did you get any feeling out of him or not?
He was just kept saying he didn't do the shit.
He said that right in court?
Yes, he kept saying it through the class. He's like, I didn't do that shit. I didn't do that shit. And we was just like, oh, well, you was there, so.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Well, really, at least there's progress, right?
Yes, and I'm happy because usually it don't really work like that,
Yeah.
especially in Hennepin. So yeah.
Hey, I have a question for you. My $100 Obama bill in my pocket, and it's really getting worn out. Do you guys have
Yep,
any more?
that's the one.
Thank you.
Do you have any gift cards?
You know, here's the thing. I'm short on gift cards, but guess what? If your mom gives me an Obama 100,
You'll give.
I'm going to give you a Thomas Jefferson.
Mommy.
So they had bills with their son's picture put on the $100 bill. So that's a good trade, right? I got a fresh 100. There you go. Yeah.
You don't have. Me and my cousin came down there when he was on vacation to try to get into some community work.
Okay.
Don't have no work for me. I'm trying to get back to the community. I'm about to get off probation now. They made a progress.
Well, let me take a look at that.
Because I only have a felony on my record for
No,
that.
it isn't the felony. It's that the county keeps trying to cut my budget and not letting me hire temporary. I used to hire temporary employees in the summer like you to help work with kids for 3 to 6 months. But they keep trying to cut back on my ability. Let me see what I can do. I mean, I do know I'm having a meeting with the budget people next week, and I'll know more then. But no, Rev said that you were interested in helping.
Yeah, so I've been going to temp here and there, but that ain't really doing nothing. But yeah, just try to keep my mind off Obama and helping a lot of kids. I've been on a train with a lot of kids that's over 18 too, so that's ridiculous.
So I get to keep this?
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, keep me in mind. I'm just trying to do some things.
Yeah.
And do you talk to the DeBacchio family? How's they doing? With that, you know DeBacchio. He used to be with my boys back. Her son died in the prison, the overdose.
Oh.
Little Delisha and DeBacchio. You don't know
Talk to
them?
him. No.
Oh, wow. I wonder how they family doing.
Well, there's been way too much death the last 3 years, that's for sure, right?
Yes, but how do you get an overdose in the prison?
Well, you shouldn't, right?
Right.
But their butts,
But I think you go through that little machine.
Yeah, the machine. So you're right. For small.
Oh, okay.
You know, perfect.
Things like that. Really.
Right.
What is this?
That's a camera broadcasting. That's live on patrol.
That's what
Oh, so you can hear my voice?
Yeah, the people can hear your voice.
So I could become famous?
You are famous already. You are famous.
Oh,
right
you're
now.
live?
We're live right now.
Oh.
We're live right now.
And then I was trying to find a community or something for Raekwon to do because he's so angry around here.
Is he?
Very angry and very.
You know, Raekwon's so angry that he told me I was going bald.
Ooh.
Huh? Raekwon, you remember that?
I needed to lose
he told me I was going bald. Walking down he came down your steps and said, "Hey, Bob, you're going bald."
And he told me I'm getting fat. He got some nerves.
Oh, the honesty of kids. Well, let me see if I can find some activity for men, but you look 12, right?
Right.
12. All right. Just, I got nothing left. You're welcome. Thank you. You know, last night when we were working, we were over at a house over in Midway, and the grandmother there and her granddaughter called. They had an order for protection against the mom. And the mom is the mother of 3 kids that have had trouble. So we went over their cat team. We went over the address, Blair west of Lexington. And basically, she refused to leave, and she didn't care. She went to jail, and so eventually she did go to jail for violation of an order for protection. But in the meantime, in the 15 minutes we were talking to her there, all 3 of us that were there came to the conclusion that her kids didn't have a chance because of her attitude. I mean, part of it's based upon narcotics, part of it's based on life experiences, but you know, sometimes you have to remember that this is a house and over there in the Frogtown Midway area. Sometimes kids are being raised by parents that are struggling. Some of them are really struggling. So I just say try not to be so judgmental. And in the spirit of our comments here, let's doesn't matter what the issue is, let's try not to be judgmental on in our comments on Facebook or YouTube. Ultimately, God gets to judge, be the big judge. Well, I'll be accountable when they commit crimes, no doubt about that. So my plan here, go live a little longer, and then come back live tonight. Later, after it gets a little busier. I know Mike's been tied up, Kathy. Everybody's been visited. So, plus to be honest with you, it didn't really seem like the right week to be going live. So that's why we're put off a few days. A lot of you have been saying, hey, why can't you just wait, hold your cameras until something exciting happens and then go live? And of course, that's not a bad idea. Technology is getting better and better. There's a lot of those line bikes out there, man.
Six 6-3.
2552, Bruce Street number 2. Call went to father's apartment a couple hours ago. There were 2 unknown males. They're cleaning up, drinking the father's beer. Call said they're not allowed to be there. The father's in rehab currently. One is a white male waiting. 23 clear.
Copy clear.
Well, we're hitting the heart of rush hour traffic. A lot of you are probably on the way home right now, or just got home. We'll keep the cameras on, but we're gonna come back tonight. I don't know, sometime after 8 or around 9, just to get you a good, solid live on patrol tonight. And cat team will be out there. See if I can find a partner. If not, it's okay.
Just to clarify, nobody's at the residence with the wife at this point.
Not everybody loves the notoriety. Notoriety? I'm not sure. I can't say Moriarty either. But I get it right like 1 out of 10 times. But I'm not the only one. I was listening on the news, and half the newscasters got her name wrong too. You know, we just got to start a saying. No, I'll leave that off. So go enjoy your evening for a while. Have a nice dinner with your significant other, and join us. Join us later tonight after things settle down. Watch the sunset. It's going to be a beautiful evening. And coming right along with us. Wednesday night, hump night. Well, I guess it's called hump day. Maybe hump night is the wrong connotations. I think the lottery is on Wednesday nights too, right? It's Wednesday, Saturday? I don't really know. I don't normally do it. But I bought some tickets today. I was feeling lucky today. When I went in to get my Mountain Dew, I was feeling lucky. I didn't use my own numbers though. Probably should have.
There's a call with BD, the monthly report from the Crows on 2730 Herschel.
52.
All right, so feel free to post on here after we hang up. Tell people we'll be back around 9 tonight. Could be a little earlier, but we'll be back around 9. I got to check the car out here on DeSoto. And hold on a second here. How's it going? Nice car?
Yeah, I have to take it down off this thing. The police came by the other night and said they can't be like that.
174 for a
It's okay.
property.
You can have it like that. You can have it like that. Well, for any lengthy period of time, how long has it been like that?
Oh, it's been like a week. Yeah, she ran into a puddle of water and it ran up everything under the motor. The water got all into the engine and the spark plug. So he was trying to let it dry out, but...
Do you guys have another car too?
Yeah.
The white one? Okay. Well, that's good. At least you got another car.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Marshall Avenue, Snelling Avenue, for the Spanish Island. Following up email, 223.
I'm actually the guy that told his neighbor. Uh-oh, what's going on? What's happening? Are you working?
I am. I just got off the highway.
Oh, good.
Want to go grab some tea?
Yes.
Some sugar in you,
you know what? I love that Somali tea. It's got a lot of sweet in it, right?
You're gonna be going.
Cream.
You're gonna be going.
But I don't know if it can compete with the Mountain Dew. It's pretty close.
No. But this weekend, Pat, I wanted to catch you, but you were so busy. But so last week, I think sometime last week, Pat was driving personal cars out. It was him and his family, whatever, right there in Melanie Friends.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there with the car, and the guy was trying to put his hands on a female.
Oh.
And so Pat, but yeah, it must be you were there, rolled down his window, and he said, "I got some mace, And so he jumped into action. I was like, man, this guy's awesome, man. I love Pat. You know?
Pat is the mace king.
Oh, man.
It's a great tool.
I tell people, man, I'm like, man, I love Minneapolis, man. I go there for sleep. That's all. You know what I mean? You can't do nothing else. You know what I mean?
It's kind of you to say that because there is a lot less crime over here.
There's, I mean, so much, man. I mean, people come down here. You talk to a lot of drivers. They're like, man, I come down here. I mean, you can get out. You know what I mean? Not have to worry about anybody
checking you.
Yeah, and so I mean,
I know.
Give credit to Bob, man. I mean, man.
Well, obviously it's our whole team. 4 years these guys been working out here to corral it. Used to be the same rate as Minneapolis, and now it's they had three.
Bob, I don't know if you know. So a kid that works right there on Taco Bell up there on White Bear Suburban. So I got to meet this kid, right?
Yep.
So I got a snap. So he gave me a snap.
Okay. Get out of the way here, backseaters, before we. Can he get through there? Okay.
So he gave me his snap. He works there. He lives here. So
let me take a picture.
So now he's got that, and he goes down to Minneapolis, and he posts all these Kia cars. I mean, they're out there just going.
Well, we probably should talk about this on live, right?
Yeah. So I mean,
actually, I was about to go anyhow. So hang on, backseaters. We'll be in touch.